Welcome everyone to another exciting episode of Walking Cricket. And joining here with us, we have Pavan, and I am your sports anchor Namrata, your host and your host for today's show. And today we will be basically discussing about the first ODI match, which was yesterday between New Zealand and England. And we know that we are right now very much excited because the World Cup is like already started. So basically, it's a festival here in India, right? So coming to Pavan, Pavan, my first question to you is: was England like bit of caught napping behind, or maybe there was a lack of game time here in Ahmedabad? What we saw yesterday.
Yeah, Namrata. So if you look at the numbers, I'll go to the scorecard a little late, but if you look at the numbers in terms of how England has played since 2019 World Cup in Asia, so England has only played 4 games since 2019 World Cup to till now. So in terms of Asia, in terms of Indian condition and some subcontinent conditions, they did not have much experience, but we can't take that away that each and every player of England cricket, most of them plays IPL. So they are very much known to these conditions, but it's always good to have some matches behind your back. So they were supposed to play India in Guwahati in one of the warm-up matches. They could not play. Then there was another match against Bangladesh, which also they just
Was
played some 23, 24 overs. It was also a
yeah,
rain affected game.
they actually won due to the DLS method. Yeah.
Yes. So
And if
if
you
you
see those games also, whether it's Besto, whether it's Joe Root, everyone played some really common shots and they just gave their wickets. So kind of little bit lacking behind when it comes to the all rounders or maybe the overall team.
Yeah, so in terms of when it comes to the England, I guess their batting was subpar in yesterday's game because Ahmedabad pitch is something if you play in day game, it will always offer a lot of batting. So anywhere close to 350, 360 were always there on that wicket. But somehow it was New Zealand who could curb them down, could control them down through the middle overs. And again, as I said, it's very important when you are coming to a back tournament. You had experience in England, but coming to India, you should have had some game time. Could have helped these players. So Ben Stock, which was supposed to play at number 4, he was not available. He had some niggle. He could not play. Harry Brook
Yeah,
came in.
they're basically missing out the top all rounders, whether it's Ben Stokes or whether it was. So yeah,
Yeah. So these small things do play a crucial role because the entire team should play as a team in particular condition. Whether on the another side of New Zealand, if you will see, the New Zealand had enough game time. New Zealand had played against Pakistan. New Zealand had played against South Africa and India, and they had got to good games where they could test all their players. They could test their batting strength, their bowling strength, and all those players who were supposed to play a key role in this World Cup. Everyone had got a game time, and those are against the good opposition. So that's where it differentiates when you are coming to a big tournament. And England was lacking in that, and absolutely they caught napping, as you said, ahead of the World Cup. But now it seems like they have to pull their socks as soon as they can
yeah.
because
I think
this
they
tournament.
are 2019 defending champions, so obviously they would, and we all want to see England with that fast and furious type जो मैदान पर आने के उतरते ही बाद मतलब चार छक्के and they didn't like care about whatever bowler that is. So we want to see India coming to that form very soon, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what each and every English fan would be expecting, and each and other cricket fan would be expecting to see the England the of old times and the way England had been playing their cricket in the white ball recently. So
Absolutely.
that's for England.
Yes, great. So coming to my second question now, Pavan, is it like New Zealand? Of course, the way they batted, they bowled, like the overall fielding, everything. We could see that from yesterday's match, which was against England. So, do you think that they are going to be a tight defender when it comes to the other teams? Like, how are they going to be in course of the tournament? Like Like, are they something we will be seeing? Because when the starting of the tournament, we had been listening to a lot of commentators saying that New Zealand is someone which is not even in the fourth or fifth place of winning this, but they started the way they started yesterday's tournament. I'm sure that they are going to have a great tournament, right?
The way they started Namrata was not just a game; it was annihilation. It was complete annihilation to an English side that did not make them win the 2019 World Cup, and they came here and they told them we are here to win. So New Zealand is such a team where if you
बदला
see
ले
their
लिया
record.
है, 2019 का बदला ले लिया है.
जी हाँ, बहुत अच्छे से बदला लिया है, केवल बदला ही नहीं लिया है। आई गेस दे टोल्ड इंग्लिश क्रिकेट दैट whatever happened in 29 we are forgetting it, but moving forward this is who we are, and we are showing you the batting power, the bowling power, and the kind of
They
preparation we had ahead of this World Cup.
they were like on the fire, on the rocks. Because I think we would all agree with this. The way Henry spelled those 10 overs, it was like absolutely brilliant from him. Because he is something, he got the wicket of Sam Curran, he got the wicket of Joe Root, and also he got the wicket of Besto. So, like, he was absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, so अगर न्यूजीलैंड की बात करते हैं तो न्यूजीलैंड इज somebody who comes as a dark horse in a tournament, but they are somebody who always gives you the best of them that's available. If you see 2015 World Cup, they were runner-up. You see 2019 World Cup, they were runner-up. If you see 2022 T20 World Cup, they were a semi-finalist. So New Zealand is a side which comes prepare to any big tournament. Even in this today's game, if you'd see, nobody was expecting Matt Henry to play. It was either Tim Southey who would be opening the bowling
The
with Tim
way
Southey.
the way and the time they actually introduces the new players, the new bowlers, is like hats off. They actually know every homework. They did it already.
Yeah, and they trust their players and their ability. It's a very small nation if you see it from that point of view, but they churn out some tremendous players in the recent time, especially in the white ball format. If you see, there are some great players in their kitty at present. So one of the Matt Henry's spell was brilliant yesterday. He took some crucial wickets yesterday's game, and I guess that defined the match course in the next 50 overs for
He didn't
in
allow
the New Zealand's favor.
he didn't allow any Englishmen to come and settle down the way he bowled. It was
And
absolutely brilliant.
that is very important being a pacer, because in Indian conditions you will not see a lot of pacey wickets. In Indian condition, you will always be seeing spinners ruling the roost. But when
Correct.
it comes to the pacer, so if you go to the England side, there is a Mark Wood who somebody bowls at 150 plus. Matt
Or
Henry
maybe
does not have that much pace, but he still proved himself vital against the English side. So it's not always a brutal pace that you have, but sometimes it's always also the tricks that you play with the ball. So Matt Henry is somebody who knows how to swing the ball, and he is somebody who knows how to get the wickets out and how to keep his length intact, even though the match is not going in New Zealand's favor at times. So this is somebody, Matt Henry, who somebody played a very crucial role yesterday's game for
the
New Zealand. And
way he bowled to David Milan, the wicket that he got, like the ball was going away from him. It was a very thick edge, so he was very much clever enough to get the best in business. Because if David Milan would have been stayed there for a longer time, the score and everything would have been different. We might not know that, right?
absolutely. David Malan has average of 61, 62 in ODI cricket, and in recent time he is coming off a great form from England. He scored century there. He scored 50 there out of four matches he plays against England. So David Malan is a very serial campaigner, especially in white ball cricket. A great player.
So I think they were clever enough to just back them down. Because England being the defending champions, it was really hard for even the English fans and even for us to watch and witness something like that. Not only with the ball, with the fielding also, they were very much ordinary. Nothing like extraordinary. What actually England is known for. So whether it was Adil Rashid, whether it was Moeen Ali, everything was very much ordinary. Like whether it was you're talking about, uh, you know the fast or maybe the paces all around. So even if it's considered for Mark Wood and the very famous Wokes, they were also nothing in front of Devin Conway and Rachin Ravindran. The way they bowled, the line and length, nothing was in place.
Yeah, so England did try whatever at their kitty and at their disposal. Say they played with the possible 11 or a perfect 11 that was available that day, but it was mostly the Devon Conway and Rachin Ravindra who stole the show when it comes to the betting. It was very, very class betting. It was very what do you call sublime batting touch. They both were looked into. They did not even give a single chance to the English bowlers to take wicket because Devon Conway he is somebody who is very very test class kind of a player who does not play any rash shot. You might have not seen a single slog shot played by him in the entire innings. He was very calm throughout the entire game
Yeah,
series
absolutely.
innings. Yeah, and
Probably,
while on the another side, Rachin Ravindra is somebody who plays the ball in the air. So it was a perfect combination and quite amalgam between a modern day cricketer and the old school cricket. So a perfect platform set by both of them, and that will give a lot of boost to New Zealand in upcoming games.
absolutely. Now coming to the third, Pawan, like the way Rachin Ravindran played a brilliant 123 runs knock of just 96 balls. What are your thoughts into this? How are you seeing him? Because he debuted his first ODI World Cup and the way that he bowled, that he batted, everything was just phenomenal.
जी हाँ, World Cups are the time where you see some new faces because every 4 years some old player goes out and the new players comes in. And Rachin Ravindra is one such player. He has been in and around the England cricket, in and around New Zealand cricket for quite some time. But you not been seeing him. He has played some T20 games for New Zealand. He has played ODI games as well. But he was not having the gala time that you see in general from a player. But coming to that, the two warm-up games that Rachin Ravindra had played for New Zealand coming to India,
One
in one of
against
the game against one
yeah,
against Pakistan, he scored some 97 runs, could not get his 100.
97 out of 72 balls, and that
Correct.
actually
So
triggered the New Zealand to just make him play for the opener, because when he came to the squad, he was actually thought that he will be doing as the third bowling option for spin, apart from Santner and Ish Sodhi. But the way he played, like wow, it was really
So coming back to
amazing.
that, if you see the England versus New Zealand series that recently happened in England, in one of the games in Lords, he came batting at number six. He scored some 60, 70 runs over there. And on top of it, also took 4 wickets in that game. So that shows the versatility of that particular player that he can come down the order, he can give you runs, he
Go
can
up the
bowl as well when it is needed to the team. He can go at number three. In yesterday's game at number three against Pakistan, he batted at top of the order. So that talks about that individual and his ability to strike the ball. And he's somebody who carries around 111 strike rate in ODI cricket, which is tremendous to have for a 23-year-old guy. And I believe that gives you the cushion as a captain that if you see that you need to strengthen your batting, you play Rachin Ravindra. If you see somebody at the top of the order is not scoring run, then you bring in somebody like Rachin Ravindra and then he plays. So in case Will Young is somebody who does not give you runs regularly, then Rachin Ravindra comes and replace him at the top of the order. So that is the ability that Rachin Ravindra has, and his game yesterday showed that he is somebody who picks up ball very fast. He knows one of the sixes he hit to Chris Vogus.
really fast. Yes, he
Uh,
doesn't.
a slower ball six he hit to the Chris Vogue. He got to know very very early that's a slow ball coming, and he just went on it and is match fit for six. Brilliant.
Rachin
So
Ravindra has done
against pace, he has a great batting. Against spin, also he plays really good. He picks up the slower ones very fast, and I guess he's a quality batter, and he's a very young lad that will take New Zealand to the great heights if he continues to play like that.
and he knows, how to bat, at those pressure situations when Will Young went down, and then he knows actually that not to play those kind of high risk taking shots and just playing normal fielding shots and getting his century. It was really outstanding from him. But I guess Ravindran would, you know, and the fans that all of us watching yesterday would agree with me that he is right now a cherry on the top of the cake for the Black Caps.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So it's good to have a combination of RA, which is from Rahul Dravid, and Chin from Sachin. So his name in itself says Rachin, which is a combination of Rahul Dravid and Sachin Tendulkar. His father kept his name because they both were fan of Rahul Dravid and Sachin Tendulkar at one point of time in 90s.
Even if you know the story that back in the 2019, a weird thing happened that Rachin was sitting with his father in a restaurant and watching on the screen the finals, which was between the New Zealand and England, and he was just thinking at that time also that how you can play an impactful player in the tournament. So I guess like the determination and everything that he showed up yesterday's match was outstanding and was brilliant. So now
Yes.
coming back to Pawan, we cannot actually, like leave behind the one and only Devin Conway, who also put up a show. Like it was like one from here and one from there. So Devin Conway's, we all know that he's a very reputed player. Even if he was playing for IPL, Chennai Super Kings as well, he had like 943 runs in the whole tournament. So seeing to Devin Conway's 152 of 121 balls, what are your thoughts on this? How he anchored the innings from the very beginning, along with Rachin.
I would like to go a little bit in the background, then coming back to the innings. So Devon Conway is somebody who's a very calm in nature, and he's somebody is a very orthodox player. He's somebody who has 200 in Test cricket, and he is somebody who has almost 100 in T20s cricket as well, and he averages over 50 across the formats, whether it's first class, whether it's ODI, whether it's T20, and whether it's a Test cricket. So he is more or less like Mike Hussey, who came to the fore little late to the international stage, but made the world of his own. And that's exactly the kind of Devon Conway player is. He's a very calm. He just goes about the game the way he wants, and
Kind
the
of,
and
kind
it,
of famous Dhoni of India. Very calm and composed. Seeing his gesture, nobody will actually guess that he did a century and then half century because he just came and with the bat as if nothing happened. So calm and composed.
But one comes at down the order, one comes at the top. One was the captain of the billion cricket supporters, another is not. So that's a different story for different day, Namrita. But yeah, coming back to the Devon Conway, yesterday we have seen a lot of left-hand batters playing great shot in the offsides. And Devon Conway brings the same kind of resemblance in his batting. His cover drives in offside is second to none in the world. He was playing all shots to the ground. As I mentioned earlier, also that he did not play a single slog shot, and I vaguely remember that there wasn't any single shot where he was playing unorthodoxly. It was all orthodox cricket. He played some straight drives, brilliant straight drives, and he played a lot of cover drives yesterday. So all of them were eye catching, eye pleasing, and I'm telling you, this innings will go as one of the finest innings played in the World Cup in the years come, and you will keep watching these highlights again and again, and it's
Yeah,
good for youngsters to watch.
because the way they both outplayed in every department with the England bowlers, मतलब तहस नहस करके रख दिया. मतलब इंग्लैंड बॉलर्स को तो ये भी समझ में नहीं आ रहा था कि कहाँ पे बॉल डालूं, है ना. एटलीस्ट सिंगल तो बचाओ, बट या दे वर रियली आउटस्टैंडिंग इन
Ji
एवरीथिंग.
haan. And Devon Conway is somebody who has a great experience in playing in India. If you see 2023 IPL, he is somebody who scored 672 runs for Chennai Super King from 16 games. So you know this person has vast experience in playing in Indian conditions, and top of it, a World Cup is happening in India. So you would be seeing a lot of Devon Conway in upcoming days for sure.
Now no other teams are going to take New Zealand lightly. The the people even who were commentating, they were also like नहीं अब तो हल्के में नहीं लेना है क्योंकि अब आ चुका है, like it's more like the vintage New Zealand players coming back. So, Pavan, since we are almost at the end of the episode, so would you share any thoughts or any crisp moment that you had yesterday while watching the game? Anything that you felt can be a danger for the upcoming India matches along with New Zealand? Any such shortcomings that you found? Because the way England batted as well and the way England bowled, I think everybody who was watching might be thinking that if we being an opponent, we are not giving England to come and if we start hitting from the very front, it might be happening that India is lagging behind. तो अगर हम
There are
इसी
two things. There are two things that I believe I would like to share. One for England, another for New Zealand. For England, it would be like it's better to lose games early in the tournament than later. So it is important for England to wake up from where they left and then play the kind of cricket they had been playing. They should not think much about losing to New Zealand. Whatever has happened, happened. Let's move forward and play the kind of cricket they had been known for. Second, for New Zealand, New Zealand has shown the world that we have come here prepared, and let's carry on the momentum and let's see how long we can go in this tournament. But they have definitely shown the world that they are very much capable of lifting the tournament, lifting the title again, lifting the title for the first time. So these two things from my side.
So that's all for today, Pawan. Then, and we are really excited to what India brings to the table, as we all know that they are going to have a clash against Australia on 8th of October. So till then, stay tuned with Walking Cricket, and don't forget to follow us on our YouTube as well as our Instagram. Till then, signing off.